Welcome to Royal Lovers. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and show some love to royalty. I am your host, Zane. On May 2nd, the world of royalty was pleasantly surprised when King Charles made an unscheduled appearance at the Windsor Horse Show. This 5-day equestrian competition is held at the cherished Windsor Home Park, a stone's throw away from the grandeur of Windsor Castle. The event has a special place in the heart of royal enthusiasts, as it was one of Queen Elizabeth II's favorite outings. In fact, the 2022 show was one of her final public appearances. No one expected to see King Charles at the horse show this year, but, as often happens with royalty, he defied expectations. His presence at the event marked his second public appearance in the same week. It's clear that the king is not one to shy away from the public eye. The surprise visit was made even more heartwarming when Charles was greeted with a big hug and kiss from Zara Tindall. One might wonder if Zara is Charles's favorite niece. They've always shared a special bond, seemingly stronger than his connections with the York princesses. Perhaps this closeness is a reflection of Charles's relationship with Princess Anne, Zara's mother, which is notably warmer than his relationship with Prince Andrew. This unexpected visit also raises questions about the king's schedule. If he can make time for a spontaneous appearance at the Windsor Horse Show, could he clear an hour next week to meet his younger son, Prince Harry? Only time will tell. In the midst of all this, another royal event took place across the pond in New York. King Charles's signature charity, the Prince's Trust, has undergone a rebranding and is now known as the King's Trust. The newly named organization held a fundraiser gala co-chaired by Trust Ambassador Lionel Richie. While Charles was not present, he did send a written statement to the crowd of celebrities in attendance. Indeed, the Windsor Horse Show was given a royal touch by the unexpected presence of King Charles. While the king's appearance was a surprise, the warm welcome he received from his niece was not. King Charles and Zara Tindall share a bond that is arguably unique within the royal family. A bond that is not just familial, but also one of mutual respect and affection. Zara, an accomplished equestrian, greeted her uncle with a hug and a kiss, a display of familial affection that is both heartwarming and somewhat rare in the often stiff and formal world of the royals. This closeness between Charles and Zara is not a recent development. They've always seemed especially close. Perhaps it's Zara's down-to-earth nature, or maybe it's Charles's admiration for her equestrian prowess. Whatever the reason, it's clear that Zara holds a special place in Charles's heart. Now, let's contrast this relationship with Charles's relationship with the York princesses. It's no secret that Charles is not as close to his nieces, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. This may be due to the strained relationship between their father, Prince Andrew, and Charles. The dynamics within the royal family are often complex and multifaceted, and it's not unusual for these dynamics to impact relationships among family members. However, it's not just about the relationship between Charles and Andrew. Charles's relationship with his sister, Princess Anne, is markedly different. They share a close bond, a bond that extends to Anne's children, Zara and Peter. This could explain why Charles is much closer to Zara than to the York princesses. The warmth and affection that Zara shows towards her uncle is a testament to their close relationship. It's a relationship that transcends the pomp and circumstance of royal life, a relationship that is grounded in genuine affection and mutual respect. The Windsor Horse Show offered us a glimpse into this relationship, a relationship that is both royal and remarkably human. It seems that the bond between Zara and King Charles remains strong and affectionate. It's a bond that serves as a reminder of the human side of royalty, a side that is often overshadowed by the grandeur and formality of royal life. King Charles has a busy schedule, but will he find time for a certain family member? One might think that a king's schedule is packed to the brim with diplomatic meetings, ceremonial duties, and state affairs. But if King Charles's recent surprise appearance at the Windsor Horse Show tells us anything, it's that there's always room for a little spontaneity. Despite the countless responsibilities that come with the crown, it seems that King Charles has the flexibility to pop into events as he pleases. Just last week, he made not one but 2 public appearances. But it's not always galas and horse shows. The king's duties also include overseeing his charity, now renamed the King's Trust, though he was notably absent from their recent gala in New York. That brings us to a question that's been on everybody's lips. Will King Charles clear his schedule for a certain family member? We're talking about none other than Prince Harry, of course. With all the rumors swirling around their relationship, one can't help but wonder if a meeting is on the horizon. Some may argue that a king's schedule is not his own, that every minute is accounted for. But isn't it the king who sets the tone? Isn't it the king who decides where his time is best spent? After all, if he can make time to stop by the Windsor Horse Show, surely he can spare a moment for his own son. It's not for us to say what should or shouldn't be on the king's schedule, but one thing is for sure. The world is watching, waiting to see if a father-son meeting is in the cards. Will King Charles make room in his busy schedule for Prince Harry? Will he prioritize family over duty, or will duty always come first? Only time will reveal if King Charles will clear his schedule for Prince Harry. While King Charles was surprising equestrian enthusiasts in Windsor, a significant event was taking place across the pond. A glittering gala was in full swing in the heart of New York City. This wasn't just any event, but a fundraiser for the King's Trust, a charity that was formerly known as the Prince's Trust. The rebranding is more than just a name change. It signifies a new era under the reign of King Charles. The King's Trust has a long history of supporting young people in the UK, helping them to develop the skills and confidence they need to succeed. The gala was as grand as one might expect, with a star-studded guest list and an impressive venue. But one person was notably absent: King Charles himself. Despite this, his presence was palpably felt throughout the evening. The gala was co-chaired by none other than Trust Ambassador Lionel Richie, who has been a long-standing supporter of the charity. In the sea of attendees were a host of B-list celebrities who are known for their love of a good party. Among them were Emily Ratajkowski and Chrissy Teigen, who added a touch of Hollywood glamour to the proceedings. While the king may not have been there in person, he was there in spirit. He sent a written statement to the event, expressing his gratitude for the support and his hopes for the future of the King's Trust. His words served as a reminder of the important work that the charity does and the impact it has on the lives of young people. It's clear that, even when he's not physically present, King Charles's influence is felt wherever his charity's work is being celebrated. Whether he's making surprise appearances at horse shows or sending heartfelt messages to gala attendees, he's continually showing his commitment to his role as king. Despite his absence, King Charles's influence was clearly felt at the gala. His dedication to the King's Trust and the young people it supports is a testament to his character and his reign. From surprise appearances to warm family ties, it's been an eventful week in the royal world. Let's take a moment to revisit the highlights of this thrilling week. We kicked off with King Charles making an unexpected appearance at the Windsor Horse Show, a beloved event treasured by Queen Elizabeth II. This 5-day equestrian competition, just a stone's throw away from Windsor Castle, was graced by Prince Edward and the Duchess of Edinburgh as well. King Charles's visit made it his second public outing this week, adding an extra layer of royal sparkle to the proceedings. We were also privy to a heartwarming display of familial affection when Zara Tindall, King Charles's niece, greeted him with a warm hug and a kiss. The bond between them is unmistakable. It's a relationship that seems to extend beyond mere formality, hinting at a closeness that's often absent in royal dynamics. It's a refreshing reminder that beneath the crowns and titles, they're a family just like any other. Our discussions then took us to the intriguing speculation about King Charles's schedule. With his unexpected appearance at the Windsor Horse Show, one can't help but wonder if he'll carve out some time to meet his younger son, Prince Harry. We're certainly keeping our eyes peeled for any updates on this front. Finally, we delved into the exciting rebranding of Charles's signature charity from the Prince's Trust to the King's Trust. The charity's fundraising gala in New York, co-chaired by Trust Ambassador Lionel Richie, was a star-studded event, even in the absence of the king himself. From royal appearances to charity galas, it's been a whirlwind of royal activity. As we wrap up, we leave you with a hint of anticipation for what's to come in the world of royalty. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Show some love by subscribing and sharing the video. Remember to leave a comment. Thank you. I am your loyal host, Zane.